Well, it is another spectacular day here in Nashville, Tennessee. I moved my blueberries from over here. You can see where they were sitting next to the other blueberries in the center here to give me a little walkway room. This is Steve Hall in Nashville, Tennessee. Sending this up to my brother Larry Hall from Larry Hall's Rain Gutter Grow System guy in Brainerd, Minnesota. And man, I got my nifty little red climbing rings in there for all the tomatoes. I can't believe this tomato plant over here in the corner has already caught up with that one in one day. It's huge. These front ones here, which I planted one day before I did any other ones, they are already up to the first ring. It's only been like 3 or 4 days. The pepper plants back there that I planted have just got real hardy all of a sudden from being out of the package, and even the cucumbers back here that were kind of laying down under a little bit of the dirt have popped up and kind of shook off the dirt and said, let's get going. So, or as my brother Larry says, grow baby grow. You know, this has got nothing to do with the rain gutter grow system, but I bought one of them little pocket hoses, the yellow one, and they're junk. And then I bought the newer one, which is green with the yellow ends. And this seems to be holding up pretty good. I've used it for about a week now, and it does exactly what you say. It puffs up when you turn it on. It shrinks down to nothing when you run the water out of it. And none of the water in any of these containers is from the hose, because that's actual city water that comes out to these houseboats, which we're by the Miss Sheila houseboat, where we spend a lot of our time out here, and we are on a floating deck. So this entire garden is on the lake. There's where the catfish are down along that little runway there. Put a float in. And but this is the update. Man, the asparagus now is just jumping up. There's all kinds of little guys poking their head out, about 10 on each one of these little tubs. They're shoving up out of there and looking good. Finally got it all done. I might put something in here and there. I'm not really sure, but the blackberries are just really leafing out here. I mean, just immediately. But in the last few days, there were nothing but sticks the other day. So, but this video is for my brother Larry up in Brainerd, Minnesota, who came up with this system with the grow bag system. And like I mentioned the other day, the only reason I went with these little tubs is because I'm on a floating deck. If I stand over on this side, obviously the deck over here goes down about 1 inch. Well, you take that and relay it to 20 feet wide, and you tilt that 1 inch, it goes up considerable on the other end, and all the water runs. But now they can only be broken up into sections. Then I got thinking, you know what? If I really wanted to get fancy schmancy, for anybody else that does have a floating deck or something like that that they're planning on, build the frame, go ahead and line it, but then put these little tubs inside the framework, drill the holes so you have the overflow control as well. And now it's not only do you have a long cedar, good looking unit like Larry's got a lot of his growers building, but you have control over each segment of the water column, because it can't run from one end all the way to the other end. It has to stop in each container. So that was just kind of an idea. I might frame this in next year if these little tubs hold up pretty good. But this is an update for Larry with the grow system, and I couldn't be happier. Now I'm just waiting for stuff to start really happening. Blooms coming out and all the above. We'll see what goes on. Steve Hall in Nashville, Tennessee with an update for Larry Hall's grow system up there in Brainerd, Minnesota, which I'm going to be up there in June. I'll probably bring tomatoes up there. Ha ha ha.